Hello everybody, this is Toys R Us, and for this new figure unboxing and review we're going to be looking at the Transformers Legacy Voyager class Inferno figure. So what we're going to do with this video, we're going to have a detailed look at him in both of his modes to help you decide how you want to display him. We're going to have a look at the accessory that comes with him and how you can use it in both modes. We'll have a look at the beautiful artwork on the packaging, and of course we'll see how he looks and compares with lots of other Beast Wars characters, ranging from deluxe to Voyager and right up to, even though this is Transmetals, this is of course leader class figures, just to see how he compares and indeed looks with them. And you can already see that them colours just look fantastic. So this is slightly different, and as you can see I've already opened the package, and I've got to be completely honest, that's because this is a figure that I've wanted to see for quite some time. Usually I just unbox it on the videos we go through, but I wanted to see him firsthand and indeed have a play with him first. So, and the reason for that is he just looks spectacular. But before we have a look at him, let's have a quick look at the packaging. And I need to thank Robot Recruits, which is the online store in the UK which I purchased this from, and as you can see they got it to me nice and safely. So whenever I see this picture on the front, it always reminds me a little bit of that Honey, I Shrunk the Kids movie, which is of course exactly what it does look like. So we've got the robot would be inside the window there, there's the alternate mode, and indeed there is a close-up zoomed in on the head and bust, and indeed the full body there. The transformation process is 26 steps. I've had a go at it and I've already uploaded a transformation process video. I'm not going to include it on this video to keep the main length of the video down. You can already see there's a slight difference, I think, there between the artwork and the, yeah, I think so. I think it's missing some of the grey and the actual accessory, but otherwise nothing to worry about. And this is of course the original Legacy artwork that we are completely used to seeing by now. But absolutely stunning figure, totally worth the wait. I don't know why he just seemed to not come out as early as all the rest of the ones did in the UK. Now the head sculpt is spectacular. Hopefully you can make out that this is a metallic coloured. It's not just, as I say, a run-in-the-mill normal plastic. It is metallic, it is reflective. You've got, look, you can open the mouth, which is fantastic as well. You've got even the detail there on the teeth, in on the side of the head. This is beautiful, and I believe, let's just have a quick look. I think there is, I think there's a light pipe in there. Yes, there is. There's light piping which does go through onto the eyes and again makes it look spectacular. Translucent plastic there for the main eyes of the ant on the front. All this blue is like a metallic reflective colour. It is brilliant. The articulation in the head does go all the way around, up and down. Same as the shoulders, of course. You've just got to be aware that the legs may get in the way. You've got the shoulder swivel, the bicep flexion, you've got a wrist swivel, you've got a waist swivel, hips, side, front, full articulation, knee bend, ankle rock and tilt, pretty much every single thing that you would expect with this figure. And now, because I've already got him out and had a play with him, I'm going to do the first impressions and some display ideas and comparisons as well. So what we can also do, of course, we can take the back off, we can spin this around if you wanted to. Now look at the detail on the back there of this. You can see, like, I don't want to say scales because he's not a fish, but obviously you can see what I mean. The detail of props, yeah, skin, just the skin on the back of there. Now inside it gets even better. Again, you've got this lovely translucent, reflective, turquoisey, metallic-y blue colour, whatever. This again will rotate. You can put the accessory lovely into the back like so, and again it will rotate as well. It is great. I wished I could say that I've seen this guy in more episodes of Beast Wars, but I am slowly making my way through the cartoons to get the full appreciation for him. But as a toy, bearing in mind, as I say, that I'm just looking at this as a toy, not even looking at it as a character from anything that I've even seen, it is mind-blowing. It is great. And as I've said from day dot since doing the videos on this channel, that I'm so pleased they've done figures like this, because it really has brought me into the Beast Wars era, shall we say, because I wouldn't have probably looked at this twice if I hadn't have got the videos and started to look at the figures, purely just because I missed Beast Wars. Again, you've got movable, are the antennas? I'm not too sure what they are on the front there. There's detail there. It's just a simply stunning figure, and I've chose personally just to put the legs. I think you can angle them further back as well if you wanted to, like so. Yeah, just put them up like that. We're going to put the blaster here. I'm not going to do any cheesy lines for the royalty and all that sort of stuff. We all know what he says. Again, I've seen clips and memes, etc., but I'm not going to go through all them. The instructions are exactly the same as all the rest of the Legacy, same color scheme and font, etc. Let's have a look though at how he displays and looks with some other predacons then. So I'm going to bring up, I'm pretty sure this is Waspinator. It could be Buzzsaw. I tend to get them mixed up, unfortunately. We got Tarantulas. And again, I'm just loving the fact that the legs stick out everywhere, all over them. I'm going to show you him compared to some other normal figures in a second as well. But I want to again give you appreciation of, I suppose, just how big this guy is. So he is a Voyager class. There's Mutant Tigertron, and you can see that he already looks much bigger. There's more to him. He's a teeny bit taller, but there's much more to him, as in fact, you know what I mean, by the size and shape of him. He's pretty much on a par. This guy's a big Voyager as well, with Rhinox, who is a bit wider, so he probably looks the biggest. And then with this guy, instead of doing normal Optimus Primal, I wanted to do the Nemesis one because I think the colour scheme is way better. So you can see, to be fair, again, this is a Voyager figure, and this is a good Voyager figure, but he towers above him. With regards to sort of normal figures from the toy line, like we've got Core Class Slug there at the bottom, literally only about up to his waist. We've got a Voyager class Armada Starscream, who is, again, probably a little bit smaller than him. And I think the last one I'm going to bring in for comparison, and I've got his wings up because he just looks phenomenal as well. So I'm going to shift Starscream out of the way, is of course Transmetal 2 Megs from pretty much the same toy line. But they just look altogether amazing. And again, yeah, there's not much more I can say about that. I think he looks stunning. He displays really well. All there's left to do now is have a quick look at him in his alternate mode, and again, see how he looks like that. So then we're back, and as you can see, he's transformed into his alternate mode, which is a brilliant looking fire ant. And again, it's just really impressive. It's making me want to watch the cartoon even more, as I say. So this review is just solely based on the toy, on the figure, rather than the character. I wish I could give you more in-depth detail on the character, but as I said, I've not yet seen them all. Again, the detail which I pointed out in the robot mode is just stunning. It feels really rough. It looks really rough. This is like a faded metallic-y colour as well, which looks great. We've got the mandibles at the front, which we can move around, move these, everything you can move, articulation in the head. The legs, of course, you can see have got loads of articulation in them. No movement at the knees there, but it doesn't really need it. Everything's pretty much tucked away quite neatly. And when it's in this particular mode down, it's just, yeah, I don't know what to say. I'm just really surprised at how good this figure is. The only thing that, it's not even a negative because you don't have to do it, I don't think that looks that great, to be honest. There's no other that I can see 5mm ports on him, and unfortunately you couldn't store this away now in the back due to how everything's been folded up. So, and I don't think there's anywhere underneath it either, not that you'd want to. So I think if you were going to display in this alternate mode, he just looks fine like that. To give you an idea of how big he is, this is Deluxe Cheetor next to him, who he completely, I mean, Cheetor's only long because of the tail. If we just go body to body, he's so much bigger. Again, a really impressive figure. Transformation, as I said, is in a separate video. It's not too difficult. I've done an instructional process video for you anyway, and it's quite satisfying, to be honest. And as I say, as you can see, everything does tend to tuck away quite neatly all by itself. So again, quite late with this one. It just seemed in the UK we didn't get him as soon as we got some of the other figures, but there's nothing really else to say. I'm just going to show you a bit more detail on the head because there is loads of things you can make. You can't even see through there, even though it's translucent. It just complements the fact that you've got the lighter blue, the metallic blue, just really well. And overall a nice sturdy, I suppose, yeah, good feeling figure. You can bring, maybe I should bring this leg down here as well. Yeah, probably should have done, to be honest. But as you can see, there's a couple of little gaps, but it's nothing mega. It's nothing too detrimental. It's a fire ant, and they've done a brilliant job with it. I think that's where I'm going to wrap this up anyway, because I've run out of superlatives to say for him. Very impressed with him. If you still haven't got him, and especially if you like the Beast Wars figures, you're not going to be disappointed with this at all. A great standout figure. Let me know what you think in the comments, guys. Take care.